Zach, I think that was one of the best games you've played from a defensive perspective. How did you feel at that end of the floor, and what was better, and what have you been kind of working on there?
Yeah, something I've been working on all kind of off season. Really just focusing on ball screen defense, focusing on rim protection. Those kind of like some of the biggest feedbacks I got that I thought I really needed to work on. I could make major improvements in that area. So we've been working a lot of like different ball screen coverages, like sometimes like the emergency switches. Sometimes we didn't really do stuff like that last year. Sometimes when up guards really beat switching on to them, being able to guard them for like the end of a shot clock, stuff like that. And then protecting the rim, kind of having that like instincts and awareness on that end. I felt like the ball wasn't really going in for me, so I felt like I could impact the game in other ways. So I really what I focused on was just rebounding and defense.
You looked a little bit quicker too. Have you I guess become a little bit more aerodynamic, whatever the word would be?
Yeah,
during the offseason.
I'm really working on like my body and kind of ties into that kind of defense part. I felt like I really needed to work on my kind of like foot speed, my lateral movement, stuff like that. That's what I really was working on all season.
You mentioned the ball not going in for you. Just anything you've diagnosed here after watching the film in terms of being a little more efficient around the basket, anything like that?
Yeah, I think I just missed. There's a lot of shots where I just missed them. It's tough, but I practice those shots hundreds of times a day, so I'm not really worried about those. Sometimes I felt like I might have been a little too rushed, or could have used an up fake, pump fake every once in a while, but I think it's kind of just a lot of shots I was just missing. And it's going to happen, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm practicing them enough.
You've obviously improved as a passer over the years here, but you can't really practice court vision, I guess. Just how would you assess kind of your progression in that area, how you're able to kind of see the floor and more efficiently and kind of find your open teammates when you're faced with double teams?
Yeah, it's definitely something I've been practicing. We do certain drills in practice to work on that, but like you said, you kind of got to get those game reps. I felt like I was basically double teamed almost every time last year, so it really helped kind of working through that double, finding the open man, not rushing when you're in the double, and kind of waiting for someone to open up, and then getting the ball out of your hands quickly when you see that man. So just kind of working, practicing, and then also getting those game reps really helps.
What's it like?
We talked about it a little bit after the exhibition game, but just your ability to confidently knock down free throws. How do you feel in terms of that aspect of your game? That's something you've done your whole career, is draw fouls and kind of get to the lines. How are you feeling right now in this early part of the season?
Yeah, it's definitely pretty good. My free throws been going down. I've been really working on them all off season. You want to go into those games where you're not like hesitant to be fouled. You can just get fouled. You go to the free throw line. People aren't happy when they foul you. I think that's a big difference. People have to really guard you straight up when you can knock down free throws. Rather than you can't, they can kind of just try to foul you. Sometimes they'll get away with it, sometimes they won't. But you can't just live with putting someone on the line when they're knocking down free throws.
What's it been like throwing passes to people sitting in chairs in practice?
That's the drill I'm talking about. That's the double drill. It's definitely different. I feel like when someone's sitting in a chair, you hit them in the chest.
Yeah.
In the game, it might be at their knees, but it really helps you kind of get that, prevent and try overthrowing those balls. The worst thing you can do on a pass is overthrow it. At least when it's down below, they can try to feel it like a ground ball or something like that.
Yeah.
If you miss low, but missing high is just there's nothing they can do about it.
When you're as tall as you are, I'd imagine it'd be pretty easy to just, throw it to the fifth row.
Yeah, for sure. It's tough. I really have to work on kind of like getting that kind of hook down almost. But that's something that the chairs really help with.